Yeah. 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 Shout out to DJ Quest on the ones and twos, doing what he do. You know what I mean? The Vandal Hour back for another Sunday morning. K-Slay hours, you already know. Peace, Vandals and Vandalettes. It's the God Mathematics, and you are now watching the Vandal Hour Season 4 live on DTFradio.com. You'll make sure you check us out at our new date and time, and that's every Sunday morning from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. You know, they got us on the back of the schedule. You know what I'm talking about? Like, we the cleanup crew. You know what I mean? So we here doing what we do.
It's the Vandal Hour.
DTF's motherfucking infantry. Military infantry. You can also catch us live on Ustream or on TuneIn app at DTFradio.com. You can also catch us at thevandalhour.nyc, which is our website. We just put up a lot of different new material and content up there, so make sure you check that out at www.thevandalhour.nyc. Peace to the God. How you doing tonight, man?
Yo, I'm chilling. It's been a good day. You know, we got another dope show lined up for our Graph viewers.
Always.
Season 4, so y'all definitely got some stuff for you. We got some stuff lined up for y'all. We got a well-known city bomber in the building. He goes by the name of Flava GU. He will be chopping it up with us in a little bit.
And he brought a couple of the people with him.
That's right.
My man Gons, the God Math is with him also.
All right. And we also got an MC in the building who performed at the Karma Lounge for us.
And he killed it. If you didn't see that performance, that $1 million walk had the whole place shaking.
That's right. He goes by the name of Cassius.
Young Cassius, baby. That's right.
And you could catch him on Instagram at I am Cassius if you want to check out his profile.
You got a lot of dope music on there.
Yeah, he's got a lot of dope music. In addition to that, we got another producer coming in here / artist by the name of Skywalker Dutch. My man Cover, the Vandal Hour God COD crew,
plugged us in with the homie. He also performed at Karma Lounge, tore the stage up. So we, if I'm not mistaken, he just signed a deal. He's dropping a lot of things. Yeah. He just dropped a instrumental album, and he also dropped a regular album, MCing wise.
Yeah, I seen that he signed that deal. He be rolling with Giuliani, who makes the Splash magazine. Shouts to him.
Oh yeah, wasn't he featured in the Felon magazine?
Yeah, he was featured in our last issue of Felon magazine. I had the pleasure of taking those photos, so shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's going to be up. He's going to be up here a little bit later on too. So we got a full fucking show tonight.
Yeah, we
man.
got a full roster, so make sure you stay tuned. It's gonna be a wonderful night for your listeners.
Yo, you know what's crazy, man? This is the first time that only 2 people put up the set to the Vandal Hour.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, I think we did good.
Yeah.
It usually be like 5 to 10 of us doing this.
Right.
Shout out to the Vandal Hour God, Facts on Wax, wherever you at. That's my bro. I'm thinking about you. He will be back soon on the Vandal Hour doing what he fucking does.
That's right. Shout out to Facts on Wax, man. Wherever you at, man, you got our support. Just holler at us if you need anything, brother.
You already know, man. There's a lot of haters praying for his downfall, but the God is good. He will be back. He's still part of the Vandal Hour. He just got life situations going on, so we gotta respect that. But we always gonna shout him out when we up here.
That's right, man. And I got a little tongue-tied there.
Shit happens. We 420 friendly anyway.
Yeah, but man, I had a pretty good week too. We had a show at Decipher yesterday. It was popping. I got to, chastise Legacy live on the air for fucking up the audio.
Yeah, I heard there was some technical difficulties going on and shit.
Yeah, man. Everything seems to be working correctly today, though. So it might have been the operator on the keyboard.
Shots fired.
Shouts to Legacy. That's my man, though.
Yeah, shout out to the guard Legacy, man, who also held down Respected DJ a few times, and the Vandal Hour. He's always working with us, man. So shout out to him, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
But how was the cypher this week, real quick, man?
Yo, that's why I'm a little tight that the audio didn't come out correct, because we had an ill cypher. The MCs went in, man. They put some bars out there, and it's unfortunate that I don't have anything to keep on the archive.
Who was the MCs that was on?
We had a dude. His name was fuck. I can't put it off.
I am something. I forgot what it was.
Nah.
I seen it.
Nah, I'll pull it up later on the phone. But it was the plug night, Jason Bourne. So Jason Bourne brought.
Shout out to the plug. Shout out to the plug.
He never disappoints. He always got some spitters on deck. So
if y'all don't know, Jason Bourne is doing a lot of things in this fucking industry. He's everywhere, magazine, podcast, internet radio. Shout out to him and the Lyrically Live show that he's a part of also.
Check out that Lavish Life magazine, man. It got a nice Made for Kings ad in there. So make sure you support that.
Congratulations. If you don't know who Made for Kings is, that's the homie to the right of me right now. He's the head of that. He's the person who's the mind and person behind that brand.
That's right. So check out that Lavish Lifestyle magazine for sure, man. Yeah. But yo, it's been an interesting week.
This week, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man, was one of the most interesting weeks that I've ever had in my life. First of all, shout out to Cope 2 KD for doing this show.
Very controversial.
We received a lot of flack over having Cope 2 on. As I said on the post, I'm the one who posts on Instagram. We are not here to judge anyone. We're not checking dudes' paperwork. None of that shit. We just here to interview people of the culture. So if we was going by paperwork, to be honest with you, homie, because I'm from the streets.
Yeah.
If we was going by like dudes' paperwork and shit like that, a lot of these dudes would not have been on the show. We probably would have had like 2 seasons instead of 4 seasons if we were checking dudes' paperwork. That's honest the truth. Somebody is always saying something negative about an artist that comes onto the show. If I listen to what people say, we wouldn't have the Vandal Hour.
I mean, my thing is this too. We journalists, we representing the culture. And
unbiasedly.
But, you know, if you want to pull somebody's card, then provide some proof, you know what I mean? Not just some statements on the internet from anonymous accounts. You know what I mean?
We want to see paperwork, man.
I'll give respect to only one person on there who posted from a non-anonymous account. For the rest of them, I think that's coward shit. If you're going to be making those accusations, you better say it with some type of proof, and that's it. And that's how I feel about it. I don't know why he is, why he isn't, and I'm not here to be the man's judge, jury, and executioner. So, you know, I haven't seen any proof of it, so that's what it is. Yeah,
and what you call it, man, we had a lot of views for that episode, which is on YouTube right now. So go to DTF Radio YouTube page if you want to check out that episode. It's an interesting episode, I must say.
It's the Vandal Hour.
You know what I mean?
It was a great episode. It's definitely, if you want to catch some history about Graph, you should definitely check that out, man.
Yo, I also want to give a shout out to Push and what's the other writer? Push and pardon self, I'm forgetting the names. My peoples from Uptown, Star TSK and them. I want to give a shout out to them. The episodes are being worked on. I apologize that we taking long with the episodes, but we had another person in charge of these episodes and they wasn't doing a job. So right now we just trying to keep up, but we will have the episodes up soon. We are not curving anyone.
Nah, not at all, man.
So I just want to say that. Shout out to Push, shout out to Star TSK, all them dudes uptown on the 4 line, representing. You know.
And as far as last episode goes, shout out to Lifelong and Sunez,
who killed that interview.
Hip hop segment. So definitely look at the archives. You won't be disappointed, man.
But know what's crazy, man? No, you know, this was a crazy week. Also, man, I was on Instagram. I'm on some dude page, man, and he put up a picture of a bitch and shit. So I'm like, damn, this bitch is thick as hell. God damn, who the fuck is that? Come to find out, it's a goddamn sex doll, man.
Yeah, the sex bots.
What the fuck is going on? Yo.
A lot of dudes talking about they leaving their girl for the sex bot. I won't be doing that. But there's a lot of dudes out there who's saying they will.
Yo, it's crazy, man.
So ladies, step your game up because your man might be leaving you for a robot.
This shit is crazy, man. And from what I heard already, 2 niggas caught HIV already.
Yo,
I'm joking.
Nah. Yo, all jokes aside, we talked about this yesterday on the Cypher. And there is a town in Amsterdam, a brothel that has all sex robots, and they said that people have caught STDs from them already. So yo, make sure that you clean your robot properly. Don't just use Windex.
Use Clorox.
Use some alcohol on that bitch. All right? Make sure you wipe her thing really good.
Yeah! Let me ask you a question. If you had if a sex bot could be made in an image that you would want, who would that person be?
Damn, man, that's a good question, B. I have to go with the classic Halle Berry, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's me. From childhood, yo, that was my favorite chick on TV.
I heard she crazy when it comes to dudes, man. Nobody stays with her.
It's all good. It's a robot. She won't talk back.
Yeah, I think mine would look like something like Pam Grier during like the Foxy Brown times.
Yeah, that's a good choice, man.
Yeah, I'm old school, man. Yeah. But it's crazy. The sex bots, and it's not to be just on. Talking about the female ones. I actually seen the male ones too. Yeah. So this is what's happening right now in today's society, man. You got robots being made.
You know what's crazy though? A lot of women on Facebook were saying that men are sick. Oh, how can you fuck a robot? You're sick. You have issues. But bitch, you've been fucking a dildo for years.
Half a robot. They've been fucking half a robot.
What does that make you?
It's crazy, man. To each his own, man. It's crazy, man. It's just crazy, man. A lot of shit is happening. My man, yeah, I'm mad I gotta even say this. But my man, Bite Down, Mr. Bite Down himself, man. My man is locked up again, man.
Kodak Black is
fucking Kodak Black caught another charge.
And it wasn't even just that. He was live. He was doing a live feed, and I don't know if he was smoking weed or what, but the cops raided his crib, and they got him for marijuana charges, drug possession, gun possession,
stolen hammer,
and endangerment of a child.
Child endangerment.
So besides all the charges that he was facing and he was on probation for, now he's got all this other shit tacked on.
And them probation charges also.
So, and they locked up his little brother. I forgot his name. Oh, and they call him John Wick, his little brother. So he's locked up too.
I think I hear my phone going off somewhere.
Yeah, I think
but
so
too. I don't know where it's at. So we're gonna have to wait till later. Whoever's calling right now,
call back.
But man, that was crazy because I think Kodak Black right now is going through a lot of hate because he called himself the new face of Florida rap.
Yeah.
So he was going through a lot of beef. So I guess that's why he got the hammer and shit like that. That's why somebody hated or something. I don't know.
I mean, him and the other kid, Extension, they're both going to jail, man. And they both from Florida. They both wild boys. I mean, I actually listened to some music. It ain't bad. I like I like some of their music actually.
I like Kodak Black music.
Shout out Kodak Black.
And that Bite Down is my shit.
He got a joint Extension called Jocelyn Flores. That beat is fire.
The guard be having some fire. If you check out his videos on YouTube, he has a lot of animation, anime, as some of his videos.
The Vandal album.
At first I was like, I don't like it, but my opinion was really going off of what I heard. And then I listened to the music and I was like, you know what, this isn't bad.
He sound like a Eminem-ish type rapper. He's very lyrical, very more like, don't get caught by the colorful hair and dreads. and these weird tattoos.
Yo, talking about, I know this is totally left field, colorful hair. We got Tekashi 6ix9ine from Brooklyn running around. I heard he caught a beatdown last night in the Bronx. And he got jumped by some goons that was sent by Casanova. And they got video of it on MTO News. So
speaking of Tekashi 69, Yams day was a couple of days ago, and there was a riot out there. People started fighting during the concert. They tried to blame Tekashi 69.
Well, they said that was it. That's what it was. It was the ASAP Yams concert. They said that Casanova sent some goons that jumped him and his people. They had some video footage. You could see people fighting, but you don't see Tekashi in it. You only see him at the end walking away, so we don't know how true it is. But if you want, why don't you come up to the Vandal Hour and let us know what's popping off?
Word, support our show, man.
Talk to us, let us know.
You from the area? It's only right that this crazy because I really hear my phone, but
someone is blowing you up right now.
Yo,
man.
On some other shit, man. Rapper Fredro Santana dies at 27 years old. I heard he had a seizure from complications from seizures.
Yeah, he had he used a lot of drugs apparently. He had liver complications and kidney complications. He spoke about it about a year ago, and they said that it finally caught up to him and he died. He had a seizure and they couldn't revive him basically. So rest in peace to him. He was only 27. So he joins
27 years old.
He joins the 27 Club along with Christopher Wallace,
Jimi Hendrix,
Kurt Cobain.
The girl that's in my song, the white girl, man, I forgot her name, but yeah.
Yeah, so rest in peace to him, man. He was one of the original drill rappers out of Chicago that started that movement.
Now, this next joint that we're going to speak about, I got to give some attention to it.
Yeah.
I'm a 90s hip hop head.
Yeah, we both are.
And Loud Records was kind of like,
it had a heavy classic roster, man. They
had everybody. They had everybody that was somebody.
Yo,
was on Loud.
Def Jam held it down in the 90s, but Loud Records, they had
Raekwon the Chef
that competed.
Big Pun,
Mos Def. Talib Kweli,
Dead Presidents.
Dead Prez.
They lineup was sick, man.
Monsters. They had monsters, man.
So, Loud Records, is that Steve Rifkin?
It was Steve Rifkin, and it went out of business. They closed their doors in the early 2000s, but they coming back.
Yes.
And they gotta resurrect it. And I'll tell you, I listen to this man's music. He is dope. He is fire. He is one of the heavy hitters from the BX right now.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The first time I came into contact with this dude, I was somewhere around Jack Thriller, and I believe they have a song together. If I'm not mistaken, they have a song together that Jack did, and he's rhyming. So I'm listening to this dude rhyme. He's a Spanish dude. And he's spitting, and he's like rapid style. Spanish. No, he's spitting in English, but he's a Spanish dude though.
Yeah.
And it was just like a rapid style that he was. But you could tell, like, some people just have that. I put Extension into that same category, but
I think he buries Extension.
Nah, I mean rapid rappers. I'm out there. I wasn't comparing their skill.
Yeah. I'm just.
Yeah, but he's a rapid rapper.
If you haven't heard of him, his name is Axel Leon, and he was at the BET Cypher. He went right after my son.
I didn't see that.
And he's got a project out. It's on that Piff. You could download it. It is dope.
What it's called?
I don't know the name of it. It has 8 tracks on it. I had it on repeat for like a whole 3 hours.
I'm going to listen to it, man.
Just type in Axel Leon, you find it. Yo, the kid is fire. Right now, the Bronx is heavy.
Yeah, everybody's talking. Let me say this. Everybody's talking about him.
The Bronx is heavy. You got My Son is doing his thing. Yo, the Fred the Godson joint called Gordo is fucking off the chain.
He got a song with Joel also that just dropped.
He's got a track with Axel Leon on there. That Gordo shit is 25 tracks deep, and I listened to all of it, and it was all dope. So definitely check that out. The Bronx is doing it, man. I give him props.
Shout out to my man Cover COD, who's producing for a lot of Bronx MCs.
Yeah, he
right
worked
now
with a lot of those dudes we just named. And shout out to Charlie Rock, who actually works with My Son and Axel Leon. Shout out to my homie. He's got some music coming out with him too.
Yo, real quick, this week, Quest, we had Respected DJ.
Yes, Yes, we did.
We had who was our guest this week?
Yeah, special guest was DJ Ready C, producer DJ.
Oh yeah, shouts to Ready C, man. That's the homie.
Yeah,
I had him
shout
on
out
the
to
site
Ready
for
C,
sure.
yo.
Me and him, he's a heavy in the comic book world, man. Me and him be
hell
talking
yeah.
about that shit.
Yo, shout out to him. Shout out to Paris Dreaming Wide Awake on Instagram
Yeah, shouts to Paris.
for co-hosting. It was a dope show. We will be uploading the episode in a couple of hours. So probably by tomorrow you will see the episode. I'm going to pass the flash drive the Quest and make sure that pass off goes down and you're able to hear this dope new show that we got going on called Respect the DJ with DJ Swift. My man was going to be editing some of these episodes, so we will be having some visuals for you. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, man. I want you to make sure you check that out.
Yeah, shouts to DJ Swift who ain't with us here tonight.
Yeah, shout out to Strip Club Swift.
He's out there getting that paper.
As always.
Yes.
As always. For the people that might not be familiar with this part of the show, but this is when we get into this week in the Vandal Hour News, as my man Fax would say. Yeah, I like that. For the people who don't know, Vandal's Flexing is us highlighting certain artists that we've highlighted on Instagram, and we like to get them some props on the show. So this week, man, pardon me, I fucked up. This is the part of the show where we highlight graffiti news and the Vandal Hour news. My bad. I get a high a lot. If you don't know, mathematics is that dude that like to smoke weed. But we uploaded the Cope interview this week. As we said earlier, the social media response crazy, but it is up there if you want to see it. We also today was Nicer's show up at Warworks.
Yeah, that's right.
Nicer is from the crew.
Tats Crew.
The
legendary Tats Crew.
Yes, he does them ill fucking characters and shit like that. Besides the lettering.
Yeah, and his art show was based on coupons. What do you know the ones that you got in the 90s?
The old school EBT welfare shits.
The welfare coupons. He did a whole show based on it, and it was dope, man. So definitely go check that out on Brooklyn Boulevard, Warworks. Shouts to Crash One, who is the curator of that location.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. This week also, RD, Skid, and Ezek had a show. I heard it was crazy for my man June 457. From what I heard, it was crazy. Also, we have uploaded pictures of that show on our Facebook page. For the people that don't know, we do have a Facebook page. It is not the same pictures that be on our Instagram page. The page is curated by June 457, the Vandal Hour Guard. So make sure you check those joints out. We got pictures of that art show on the page. Also, this week, January 23rd, 2018, this Tuesday coming up, the 718 Collective will be having their 3-year anniversary at Karma Lounge. Yeah, shout out to 1718 Sosa.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Support.
Make sure
we'll have artwork up there. I think there's gonna be some performances soon.
We're gonna have performances.
It's a big week.
Berg Bagante is one of the people that Mr. Bagante.
Shout out to Berg, Team Deuce.
Mr. Bagante is gonna be one of the people that is performing. I have a lot of people. I don't want to say no names, but we have a lot of performances. We're gonna have poetry being read. We're supposed to have a dope food restaurant from Queens in the building. Whoever comes to our events know what we're talking about. And that is happening on the 23rd at Karma Lounge, 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. $5 admission. So come out and help the 718 Collective celebrate 3 years of curating and creating dope shit for the peoples.
And then we got a special one, our first show at our location.
Yo, wait, time out. For the people that don't fucking know, the Vandal Hour has leveled the fuck up on your motherfucking assholes. We have a motherfucking space. We will be curating art. If you want to get some bandanas, some Made for Kings merchandise, some merchandise from Checks and Balances, 1718 Collective, you need to pull up to the rock wall If you want a private walkthrough, you can hit us up on. You can DM us at the Vandal Hour, and we'll put you on. It's the Rock Wall in Ridgewood, Brooklyn. We already did a show there, but we got something happening on January 25th, which is Thursday. The 1718 Collective, the Vandal Hour, Made for Kings, Checks and Balances will be doing our first gallery event. If you don't know, it's called a Woman's Touch Art Show. We're featuring a whole lot of bad females who's nice with them paints, who's nice with them cans, who get busy with them markers. Y'all need to come out. It's only $5 to get the fuck in. That's like a bag of nickel. That's a nickel bag of weed, man.
They don't even sell those anymore. If you buy nickel bags in 2018, go jump off a bridge.
Yo, it's like asking somebody for a trade.
Yo, somebody is selling nickel bags. If you don't know, somebody is cutting the game. Whether they from the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island. Because I know if I was a little nigga, I'd motherfucking be cutting the game. But yeah, it's $5 to get in. And we're going to be featuring a whole lot of different art. We're going to have food there. It's going to be crazy. Pull up. If you need information on where it's happening at, DM us at the Vandal Hour, and we will give you all that information. It's Thursday, $5 to get in at the Rock Wall.
It's at the Rock Wall Studios, 1080 Wyckoff Avenue.
Say that again.
1080 Wyckoff Avenue.
Yeah.
Right? You could take the L train to Halsey if you need to get public, go on public transportation.
Yeah, the L train is only 1 block away. Pull up, have a good time. We will be vaping, chilling, doing what we do, man. So make sure y'all pull up. Yeah. Now this week on Vandal's Flexing, we featured a truck. We featured art from many different artists. This is the stuff that the people that we post on the page, artists that we post on the page. We like to get them their props on our show. So we featured a truck from Loose, UR, and B-Boy. We featured Turtle Caps. Did a joint on a truck. SN Fields. I had took some snatch for somebody page. Dessa and OK Fields on some garbage trucks I took some pictures of. We featured some Still with Tame and some other writers. I think they was out of towners, but I don't want to say that. But with some other writers.
They smashed those trains.
Yo, man. You saw that shit?
That shit was smashed, yo.
Yo, that Tame was chunky. The Tame was chunky, man. That shit was crazy. Remind me of some real 88 shit. Now, if you want to be featured on Vandal's Flexing on our Instagram page, you could DM us some pictures. You could send us some pictures on our email. If that shit is trash, if that shit is basura, we not fucking with it. Keep that shit to yourself. If the shit is fire, we will throw it on our page and we will talk about it on the show. So make sure you think before your DM. You know what I mean? Now in regular news.
In regular news, I heard some woman gave birth to a dead baby in her funeral.
Yeah, real quick. I'm gonna just break this down real quick. My cousin sent this to me. This is on the Daily News. You can go to the Daily News on the World Wide Web. Go to the Daily News. A lady in South Africa who was dead at her funeral. She gave birth to a corpse baby while she was dead. The baby came out dead. But and a lot of people talked about this. They thought it was some voodoo shit. They wanted to burn her casket. They wanted to put her on. They didn't even want to fuck with her. Yeah. But medical science said this is a possibility. She was 9 months pregnant, so this actually can happen. So
that's nuts. That's some wild shit.
That's some real, like, what's that movie with the voodoo shit? Where Lisa Bonet, some angel heart shit.
Yeah, that's some serpent and the rainbow.
Serpent
shit.
and rainbow, you know what I mean?
Yo, if you just smoke, you look at yourself and be like, damn, I gotta stop.
Yo, man, but before we get out of here and let DJ Quest do his thing, the government is officially shut down. Donald Trump is a bird. Before he was elected, he was talking shit about Obama, saying, if the government ever shuts down, it's the president's fault. Well, guess what, homie? It's your fault, man. The government is shut down because you are a bird. And with that, yo, DJ Quest, take us out of here. Do what you do.
Yo. Aye. Welcome back to the motherfucking Vandal Hour. You know, if you missed the last segment, we was going through a little bit of current events and shit like that. You know what I mean? If you missed that, make sure you check it out on www.thevandalhour.nyc when we post it on YouTube. But now we got some real shit going on. Tonight on the Vandal Hour, we have a dope MC representing Flatbush, Brooklyn. He's working really hard in this motherfucking industry, dropping dope music, and he killed our showcase, our Karma Lounge. So it is my pleasure and the Vandal Hour's pleasure to introduce to y'all young Cassius. How you doing tonight, God?
I'm chilling, man. You know, I'm out here real late, still grinding.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yo, those singles were dope, by the way.
Yo, which one you played already?
I played like 3 of them, and they were hot, all of them.
Yo, the one Jook, $1 Million Walk.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
2 different styles, too.
Yo, he performed it at Karma Lounge. Let me just say this. We had Chase Baker in the building and shit like that. There was a couple of other MCs. Everybody vibed out when he came on stage and he did what he did. The whole place was at attention. It was crazy. There was a lot of energy in the building. It was crazy, man.
That's what dope music does.
Thank you, damn. You're making me blush over here.
Well, it's
we show love here in the Vandal Hour.
we show love. We represent what's really going on out there. You know what I mean? People sleep on our opinions because we're graffiti writers.
Yeah.
But graffiti is part of the 5 elements. You know what I mean? If you know about hip hop, it is one of the original elements. So on the Vandal Hour, we really support those that are grinding like us, those out there doing it. I'm in a lot of different places. My people's in a lot of different places. They seeing the brother everywhere. Where he was just at Tom D's.
Yep, I heard he was performing at Tom, Dick and Harry's out there on Broadway.
Yo, how was that experience at Tom D's?
That was great, man. Shout out to my guy Chase, man. Big Man Global. He invited me. I came and did what I do normally, you know, shut the building down, you know.
How the vibe was? Was it a lot of energy in there?
Great. You know, everybody was giving a lot of energy, you know, they support. You know, that's the biggest thing, you know, supporting, especially for this city, you know. We're known for not supporting each other, so.
Yeah.
You know, that was big.
Sure indeed.
I missed the event as I was planning to go because I saw Validated Magazine had promoted it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was like a late night joint. And then when I looked again, it was like from 7 to 9 or something.
Yeah. It was what was it? No, matter of fact, it was 4 to 7.
4 to 7.
4 to 7. Yeah.
How was it performing at that time? Like, are you used to like just performing at any time?
Anytime. Anytime. Once that mic is in my hand, it's go time. It don't matter what time it is.
Got you. Now, who were some of the other artists who touched that mic?
My artist Tati Genevieve, she touched the mic. Bake Man Global, he did his thing. D Chambers was in the building. Hollywood Play, Live Wire. You know, there was a lot of people in there doing their thing.
You just named a lot of the dudes that's out there doing shit right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hollywood Play.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bake Man Global, aka Chase Baker, man. Yeah, you got. Y'all are in an elite group right now that I see. Like whenever I see an event happening, especially in Brooklyn, but you know, I see certain names. D Chambers, part himself.
Yeah, definitely.
These are the go-to people right now in New York City.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do it feel to be in that class of and surrounded by other artists that are really grinding in New York?
It's dope, man. I love that. It motivates me. You know, I know they're working hard, so I got to keep up. You know, I got to even try to work harder than them, you know, and they're going to try to top me. So it just motivates each other, you know.
Do you see yourself doing any collaborations with any of those artists?
Absolutely. I love to collab, man. As me, it helps me grow, you know. It keeps me out of my box, you know, because I'm in my own world, you know. So when I do collabs, you know, I experience that artist in that artist's world and how they think and how they do their music, you know.
Now you're talking about your own world. You got that song, $1 Million Walk. How did you come up with that concept?
Oh, to me, it's all about vibes, you know. So when I went in the booth, that beat came on, and I just felt like, you know, I was the shit at that moment. So you know, everybody when they step out the crib, you know, I'm the shit. I got the I'm the shit. I got $1 million walk. I'm stepping out. You know what I mean? No matter where you going. I mean, it could be your job, it could be a party, it could be like a shorty, it could just be to the corner store, man. You the shit. You know what I mean? So I just got that vibe with that record.
Who produced that?
Superstar Beats from LA, young kid.
That shit is crazy, man. The energy that comes from that song. What's funny about it, me being at DTF as a manager, I heard the song multiple times before actually meeting you, but it was getting so much run in DTF that I thought it was like on Hot 97. Like that's so when they said you was gonna do our showcase, I'm like, we got a big artist doing our motherfucking showcase, man. Like this song is really, I hear this shit everywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like I appreciate you for doing the show, man. That night. You know, but when I think of when you say artists growing, you did another song called One Joke. Two totally opposite songs. Why do such two different genres of music?
Well, it's because that's the type of artist I am. You know, I'm not just a rapper. You know, I'm an artist, and an artist is supposed to be able to do that. You know, and jumping in that other lane is just get another bag. You know, you're a hustler. You ain't gonna just, like you was talking about earlier, you ain't gonna just sell weed, you ain't gonna sell nicks. You wanna get the little dope, you wanna make some money off pills, you wanna do whatever, you feel me? So I'm not gonna limit myself just to hip hop. I'm gonna jump in all these lanes. I got an R&B record coming up. Nice. You know what I mean? So I'm in there, I'm getting bags wherever I can.
How's the reaction been to One Joke?
They love it, you know, and I'm born in Guyana, so the Guyanese side of me, the Caribbean side of me enjoys that. They was waiting for that. Oh, you supposed to been did this. I'm like, yeah, but you know. I mean, but it's pretty dope, man. Everyone's loving it, you know. They doing the challenges right now, Instagram, the One Chick Challenge and all that.
Yeah, how did that come about?
Well, you know, it's like the song gives you that vibe, that party vibe, like back in the days on basement parties. Okay. You know, before girls was in selfie mode, and they was just into themselves. They was actually in the party dancing on other guys, you know. So that's the vibe. I wanted that feeling back again, you know. And I did that.
They don't have those type of parties anymore.
Nah, they need to. They need to. I think this record gonna make it happen.
You know what's crazy, man? Because with that One Joke Challenge, it was a lot of bad women.
I like that.
A lot of bad women that was definitely a part of that challenge. Yeah. Shout out to all the booties that was grinding for Instagram for the One Joke Challenge. Yeah. You definitely had some bad ones doing what they do, man.
Got some more coming.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, man, we gotta see this. I think you got a opportunity just to do a fucking some type of women event where like a battle or something like that. Have these women battling.
The One Joke battle.
The One Joke battle, man.
Live at Karma.
Yeah, man. You had some bad women, man. How the women are they in your DM sliding in like a motherfucker?
Yeah, they all like send me the song. Send me the song. I want to do a video. Send me the song. I want to do the video.
You got a hit, baby.
Now, do you got a wifey? And if you do, is she tight right now? She like, let me see your phone.
It was crazy, you know. I'm dealing with something, but you know what I mean. Seeing things like that on the gram, it causes a little tension. Yeah.
If your relationship ain't tight, and if you don't got that type of connection, that could cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, that record, and especially when I perform the record, you know, they want to dance. Yeah. And they get up. Them things get up. Yeah. So now if you have a relationship that shorty ain't too secure about some situations, you might you might catch a bottle. You catch a bottle.
Yo, do you ever see the, like, not to cut the subject, but do you ever see like the reggae battles when like the niggas be doing this shit like bang 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 bang.
The dagger.
Yo, I just seen one that the girl grabbed the dude and dropped him on the floor. They did some like high jump and jumped on his chest. This shit looked crazy. If y'all seen what I'm talking about.
She hit him off the third rope.
Yo, this shit was like a Jimmy Fly snicker off the top rope shit. Yeah, man. But I want to ask you about Tilsa. Yeah. Tilsa's a friend of the show. Yeah. That's the people's. She grind hard for a lot of people. She support a lot of people. Hattie Racks, yourself, myself, Chase Baker. How did you connect with Tilsa?
We connected at an event of mine. It's called Who Got Heat. You know, she came out there. She had an artist named Reggae Rage, and she had, she's promoting her book Lady in Red, and he had a song for that. And we met, and I just I'm all about vibes, so I got that great vibe from her. Yeah. And how she was promoting hard, I kept saying, damn, I need somebody like this on my team. And I kept seeing her. You know, I had to, manipulate her quick, fast, and I got her. I was like, hey, yo, you need to be a part of this movement. And she loved how I was putting together things and how I was moving. So we basically clicked from there, and it started happening.
She's a good person to have on your team, man.
Great person, man. Great.
Now you talking about your movement, and it was Who Got Heat.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's basically me helping other artists develop your stage performance, practice your song, that you just wrote, or whatever you feel like you could push. Help critique it, because I'm in different arenas, such as like the SOBs, the Webster Halls, and stuff like that.
The big joints.
Yeah, with the big joints. And if you're not ready for those stages, it would destroy you as an artist. So it'll break your spirit seeing that an artist like me, or a Chase Baker, or a D Chambers going up there killing it, and you wondering why no one is paying attention to what you're doing. Yeah. It's either because your song is not good enough or your stage performance is not good. So Who Got Heat is basically like an artist development for the up and coming.
Now, how do you break that to artists? Like, how do you handle it? Do you just rip the scab off, or are you gentle?
No, I'm gentle with it. It's with anything. You don't wanna come off disrespectful. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, that's their craft. Mm-hmm. You always wanna give them the best advice that you can. I was like, yo, your song could do a little. You could work on your song a little bit more. Work on your stage performance. Eye contact is key. Certain things like that. Don't get drunk before you go on stage.
That's the main one. That's the main one. Let me ask you, speaking of the artist, has anyone you've heard perform at your Who Got Heat joint that you feel really stood out over all the other acts?
Yeah, absolutely. Big Man, definitely. He comes out, he does his thing. Fly News, he go by the name of Poppy Zoes on Instagram. Fly News, he got a song for the like Bay. Juice 2 Live, Biggs, Kush Lee.
Kush Lee is dope.
Yeah,
Kush Lee is dope. He performed at one of our showcases.
Yeah.
Kush Lee got that wavy vibe, that Tory Lanez vibe. And shit. Yo, party time. I would like to compare no one to anyone, but it's in that tone that he's in. He's wavy.
Yeah, he's definitely dope. It's a few guys, man. Newest, Truest, Benjamin Racks.
I've been hearing about him a lot.
Yeah, it's dope, man. They definitely stand out. The one that stand out to me the most, though. Well, I don't even want to say that because it's like showing favoritism. But
who you feel got that heat?
Well, to me, it's not about got the heat. I like that this person's energy, stage performance, and consistency. That's why to me he stands out the most. And he's from Japan.
Okay.
He's pretty dope. Trying to see if I can remember his name exactly. I don't want to
twist his name up.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'm gonna say. Whoever it is, can you post them? Because I will go to your page, and because we have a strong following, and I definitely want to know who you talking about.
His name is R Navy.
Okay.
R Navy.
I seen his name on one of the flyers.
He's a Japanese artist, and his energy, and he performs his music is Japanese.
Yeah.
you know, it's not American. So the fact that he can perform, grab the crowd, grab all of our attention in Japanese, and he kept coming back, and every time he come back, he turns it up more and more and more. To me, he stands out.
That's crazy.
To me, you know.
Do he speak English?
Yeah, you know.
So we need him on the Vandal Hour then.
Yeah,
we want him on the Vandal Hour. Since you spoke about him and gave attention to him, I would like to have him on the Vandal Hour, man. If you can make that happen.
Yeah.
That's dope because you know music is universal and
Yeah.
and it can transcend language, which is what he's doing.
Yeah, and it's crazy because he's doing it in literally in another language, and he has our attention every time. He kills it every time. And he shows love. And what he does is, after he performs, or sometimes even before, he walks around and takes pictures with every artist in that building. Takes their social media and everything. So that's an artist to me. Complete artist, you know. He's believing his craft, he's networking, and he's consistent with it. He's growing and growing and growing and growing every time.
Where do you do the who got heat at?
Well, right now we do it at HQ Lounge. You know, before we was in Malcolm X at a spot called Space X. But right now we're at HQ Lounge, 1609 North Street Avenue.
Yeah, I went there one night. I met Butter there.
They doing a lot. HQ Lounge got a lot of shit popping right now.
Yeah, they had
the joke shit they doing. They're laughing out loud. I think.
I got jokes.
I got jokes with Petty Post.
Yeah, with Petty Post. Shout out to Petty Post.
White was there one time.
Yeah.
And the dude from Love and Hip Hop, I saw him there performing.
Yeah. Jacquay.
Yeah,
it's pretty dope.
They got a lot of shit going on over there. They popped that and the H Loft.
Yeah.
Is doing a lot of stuff right now. If you're into the event places, HQ Lounge and H Loft is doing a lot of things right now.
Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to Miss Puzzle for putting that together. Her and Petty Post, you know, it's real dope, man. I got jokes. It's real dope.
Yo, you know, I see you doing a lot of different performances at different places. One of the performance, you had some type of event with the Fubu Mobile.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, it's a marketing thing, you know, getting my name out there more, you know, letting people know who I am, you know. So basically doing some things with Fubu Mobile. I don't want to talk too much about it, you know. That's the corporate side of things, you know. I can't let the cat out the bag too soon. But yeah, definitely working with Fubu Mobile, you know.
Is Fubu Mobile connected with Fubu clothing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Itself, yeah.
That's interesting.
They're making a resurgence right now. I just was on a guy from Shark Tank, that's Fubu.
Yeah.
And they just released some new sneakers. They released some new clothing.
Yeah.
They are making a strong comeback.
Absolutely.
For 2018, if you haven't been paying attention. I like to follow businesses.
Yeah.
And that Damian John, I believe is his name.
Yeah. I
follow him. And they're doing a lot of new marketing for Fubu right now. There is a resurgence of that brand.
Absolutely.
So shout out to Fubu, man. You're also doing something with the barbershop. You have some barbershop event that you be doing. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, it's something that that Tulsa actually, you know, doing what she do, got me involved with. It's this event coming up for Colin Kaepernick. It's gonna be at Bars and Barbershop. It's in Flatbush Avenue. You know, it's pretty much they go to barbershops and put on shows in their barbershops. You know, it's pretty dope. I did my first one. My first one they did was at Tom D's. That was the first time I performed in Tom D's with them. Okay. You know, and they loved my performance and invited me back. So this one is for Colin Kaepernick. So that's gonna be pretty dope, you know.
For the dudes that don't know what Tom D's is Tom, Dick, and Harry. We are Waynesburg people.
It's a staple in the
That's
community.
a staple of that section. If you're from Marcy Projects, you're from Bushwick Projects, Borinquen, Waynesburg, Cooper, Southside, you go to Tom D's.
Yeah. And you better be ready when you come out with your shit.
Yeah, for the people that also for the people that don't know, Tom D's is the sneaker store featured in Streets is Watching with Jay-Z.
That's right.
So if you see when he goes to the sneaker store and buys the whole rack, that's in Tom D's.
I've seen a lot of people get jokes out of Tom D's. Back in the day.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of you've checked time. A lot of dudes was losing their sneakers if they was the wrong size, man. But that's the old days.
Yeah, if you come out of Tom D's and someone asks you what size you are,
don't answer no.
Don't answer. And if you want to be a tough guy, tell them I'm your size.
Yeah, you tell them it's your size, and then you gotta do this. Let them hammer go, because it's going down. But yeah, for the people who don't know what Tom D's is, what should we be expecting from Cassius for 2018? You put a lot of work in for 2016, 17. What should we be expecting for you for this year? From this year?
Trying to hit that Summer Jam stage, man.
Nice.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I could see you doing it. You been grinding. I need to see you, Chase Baker, D Chambers. There's a few other people that I'm missing. I'm sorry that I'm missing my other peoples, man.
Shout out to Leah Gavinci.
Yo, shout out to Leah Gavinci. Shout out to my man, Billy, man. 50-50 Billions. Who right now, him and 50-50 Chips just dropped the EP or album. Shout out to them. Silly Billy on the Brooklyn Way, I believe he's on. There's a lot of New York got some heat. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Yeah. But where do you see yourself for 2018, man?
Yeah, like I said, Summer Jam stage, and like the names you mentioned, I'd love to work with them. Do records with them, and if I get on that stage, I'll bring them out with me.
I think I could definitely see you doing it. And your grind is strong enough to make it there, man. I appreciate you coming to the Vandal Hour, man.
Thank you.
Yo, you actually we got an event happening with Butter called the Vandal Hour Presents Butter Basics Basement. You're supposed to be performing, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So make sure you come out to Karma Lounge on the 30th, 6 p.m. It's going to be some fire. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Shout out to Butter.
Heavy lineup.
Yo, shout out to Butter. Butter is a grinder. I'm so glad that she's a part of the team. She is a part of Respected DJ, one of the executive producers of Respected DJ. She's also like one of my business partners. Make sure you come out. She got a lineup that's sick. It's ridiculous. Mixie Payne, Melody Renee. It's so many people. She's supposed to have Trillion in there.
Magic Heights.
She also have Cold. I think she's supposed to have Cold World in there. She's supposed to have
She has Ill Will Delaney is hosting it. He's a comedian.
Yo, she got, no lie to you, she put together like a mini concert happening on the 30th.
Shouts to her. She had me designing all those flyers.
She told me. I just don't speak to you about it. Yo, shout out to Butter Basics, man. I appreciate you coming through. I see you on the 30th.
Yeah.
We will have footage of that night. So make sure you follow us on Instagram at the Vandal Hour. Where can the people find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram. I am Cassius. Instagram, I am Cassius. I'm on Facebook, not too much, but you can still find me on Facebook, Young Cassius.
Make sure you check him out. We're going to be playing his music. He passed them some real hot joints. We will be playing it regularly on the Vandal Hour, Respected DJ, and our Karma Lounge and any other event that we do. Absolutely. I appreciate you for coming through, God.
Absolutely. Make sure y'all got some fire extinguisher at Karma Lounge when I'm in the building.
Yo, you already know it's gonna be crazy. Yo, we're gonna take a short music break. Damn, I'm really fucked up. We're gonna take a short music break with that dude, DJ Quest, aka the original DJ Quest on Instagram. That's what you go by on Instagram, right?
Yeah, the original DJ.
The original DJ Quest, my man, the PC fixer. He fixes up the computers, holding us down. We need Windows 7 through 10. When you ready?
Good to know. I'm gonna have to holler at you. I got a computer that needs some tweaking right now.
Oh, my man is the IT man. My man is the IT man. We're going to take a short music break with DJ Quest, and when we come back, we're going to have Flav 1 GU in a motherfucking building live on the Vandal Hour on DTF Radio. Go grab some pussy, some beers, and some weed, and we'll be right back, man.
Yeah.
It's the Vandal Hour.
Yeah, we back. Right now,
I can't hear shit. Peace. Yo.
What's good?
We just had what you call it on the show, just left.
Cassius.
The young Cassius. Shout out to him. He's going to be at Karma Lounge on the 30th of this month performing. He always supports us. Shout out to him. But on this other shit, tonight on the Vandal Hour, we have a writer that's been killing shit for years. He's definitely bombs the shit out of NYC. He's a friend of the show. He's been up here before to the Vandal Hour a couple of times. Now it's time for his personal interview. So it is my pleasure and the Vandal Hour's pleasure to introduce to y'all Flava 1. So
Yo, baby, what's good?
Yo, make sure you talk in the mic so we can hear you. We also got a few other guests in the building. We got the guard Math in the motherfucking building. We got the Goon Gons in the motherfucking building. So, we live and direct, man. We also got the Vandal Hour guard cover, COD in the background. Skywalker Dutch in the motherfucking building. Splash Magazine is in the motherfucking building. Yep. We live and direct. If you don't know, you better ask some motherfucking body. Hey, yo, Flav, how you doing?
Everything good, man. Just chilling, man.
Yo, we was chilling a few weeks ago, man, at a weed event.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The shit was wavy. We was just getting high. I think it was New Year's Eve, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, definitely.
Yo, hold it. You got to talk in the mic, God, so we hear you.
Yeah, I said definitely. That was a good look right there, man.
It was a good vibe.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. He's a 420 friendly writer, if you don't know. In the Vandal, we support all the smokers. We support those smokers. You know what I mean? Vibing out right now. Probably rolling a blunt right now while they listening and shit.
Put like 2 in the air before I came in here, you know what I'm saying?
You dig? That's what we do at the Vandal Hour, man. And you brought 2 of the comrades with you, so it's a blessing. We got positive energy in the building, man. Definitely. We've been trying to get Math up here. We were hoping that we could get some politicking going on so we could build with the guard, because, the guard got some deep shit with him. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to give us a conversation.
For sure.
But, man, we got the guard Flav in the building, man. How you doing, man?
Man, just chilling, man. Just doing my thing, man. Getting old and shit, man. But, just doing my thing, just staying low. But, just keeping my eye out there and, just, doing my thing. That's all, just chilling.
Let me say this, man. When we advertised on Instagram that you was going to be on the show, we had a lot of positive reactions, a lot of positive responses. A lot of people felt that you should be up here. You know what I mean? You are a foundation of New York City graph. Okay. You know what I mean? And especially been doing it for a long time, influenced a lot of writers in your time. So I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that the energy was just great when we posted that she was going to be here.
All right, thanks.
Thanks a lot. Tell us a little bit about you coming into the graph game, man. Tell us a little bit about them early years, man. What was it that attracted you, caught your eye to want to do to write?
Well, basically, man, it didn't just like start from just wanting to write. It's just an art aspect of it all, just wanting to draw and just be productive in life. And that was one thing that I picked up from like early, from like elementary school. Like I've been drawing and just doing things. And, from back in the 80s, you had like a lot of like graffiti back in the 80s, like the trains and stuff. So, that kind of took my eye, and, you start doing little bubble letters and stuff like that in school. And, your friends coming to you like, yo, man, do my name, man. Do my name. Yo, I want you to do my name in bubble letters. So I was that dude, you know what I'm saying? I'll do your name, bubble letter, throw you like a little teddy bear on the side or something, or a brick wall in the background. That was me. So, and as I got older, you start getting into different things. You start meeting other writers and stuff like that, and it just grasped from there.
What's crazy? Because a lot of writers was drawing the comic books, drawing the coloring books. I was one of the people that was doing that also. That's usually like a sign of somebody's going towards the art route.
Nah, definitely. Because I was doing the same thing. Like I said, like in elementary school, my teachers, I could say as far as like 2nd, 3rd grade, when they needed like a little poster for like the hallway for like a school project coming up, it would be like me and like 2 other people that they will come to like, yo, I need you to do this, or I need a collage done or something like that, and that was my thing, and and I just kept with it and just on and on, and
How did that evolve into you picking up the can?
Well, that really didn't evolve until I say maybe like 89, 90. Started messing around. I probably was like maybe about 10, 11. You start messing around, you get some markers, you get some crayons. See, and that's one thing I was thinking about too before I came here. I was like, I don't know if a lot of people know that crayons, candles, I used those in the early stage of my graffiti years. It's like getting on the windows, and it's like, as far as like the trains and stuff like that. A lot of people probably know about the scratching and the etch and stuff like that. But when I first started trying to get the windows, I was using crayons and candle wax.
I was one of those too. Let me ask you a question. Who was you seeing up doing those times, doing the same thing? Like, who were some of the other writers you seen? Like, one of the people I could name that really had the train thing really on smash was Dover. Dover, okay. I see his name all the time. Who was some of the people that you might have seen during them early years?
Well, coming up, me, like, I was still, like, the trains were starting to fade out, so I was still kind of young then. But the streets were starting to pop off. So, me growing up from my hood, I seen, like, 2 Rage, Dry Stone, the GNS niggas, Nan, Nasty Ass Niggas, Graffiti Nonstop, ASS, Chips, 2 Dose, the SMI niggas. You know what I'm saying? These was the dudes that I was seeing on the walls and stuff like that, and kind of inspired me to like, yo, you know what? I want to touch these walls too, you know what I'm saying? I want to do what these guys is doing. I want to see my name. When I come to school tomorrow, I want the guys in class to be like, yo, I seen your name over here. Yo, I was on the bus. I seen your name over here. I was on the train. I seen your name over here. That's what I wanted.
That was like for the writers of that time, before social media.
Before social media. Before computer. Listen, at that time, there was no computers in nobody's house like that.
You had to see it.
You was lucky if you had a computer in your house like that. So if it wasn't for you going out there, hitting the streets, hitting trains, hitting the blocks, racking, doing their thing, hitting poles, whatever it is you was touching up. It wasn't I'm going to hit this one spot and post it up 10 million times and, everybody know me. No, you had to get out there, hot, it's cold, it's raining, it's snowing, no matter what, your dusty ass sneakers, your busted ass clothes, we was out there doing the thing.
That was a big issue. Like when you hit something, usually a lot of writers hit things that they're gonna pass by constantly. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was a person who went to Murray Bertram, and the J train was my passageway to go to school.
Nah, definitely that's how I start.
So I wanted to hit anything that was on the J train line. I wanted to see my shit, and like you said, I want people to talk about it.
Right.
Yo, I seen your shit. You did a roof. I see your name on the roof, man. Yo, that shit was, so like that's the early addiction.
Hype, right?
That's the early fuel to that addiction. You know, you went through a transition at this point. I'm assuming when to become Flava. Was you always writing Flava, or did you have any tags prior to that?
All right, let me see. Like I said, when I started trying to do the graph, it was probably like 89, 90. I had a few names that I played around with. Like, they probably sound corny, but I'm going to name a few. But I tried to play with like Zoo, Z-O-O, Sparky. But I had went to this YMCA in my neighborhood and shit, right? And it was this dude that I used to play ball with, basketball and shit. I don't know, for some reason, I don't know where he got it from. He started calling me Flava. Yo, Flava. And I was was like, yo, one day I was like, you know what? I went home. I started playing with those letters. I played with the O first. Flavor. But I ain't really like that. So I said, let me throw the E in there. So I threw the E. And that's when Flava was born. You know what I'm saying? But just like everyone else, you know, everybody had their little one in there. You know, some people start calling me Flav for short, so, you know, threw the Flav one in there. But it's Flava with the E.
And you be doing a short joint suit, the
Short
FVRs.
joints, the FVR. You know, some people thought it was fur.
I was one of them. I was one of the assholes who thought that. I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie. I was one of them assholes.
Yeah, that was FVR. That's actually FVR, Flava for sure. And you know what? I got that from Bus MTV from Flatbush. I used to go to school with him. We used to go to it was Transit Tech, and that was like my early days. That was like 91, 92, and I was still doing like my whole name, the 6 letters. I would try to play with the 4 letters, the Flav. But Bus told me one day, he was like, yo, I even tried FL and FR. I didn't really like those too much. But then Bus was like, yo, try FVR. So I played with those letters, and I liked it that. And I just stuck with that, man. It was on after that. Yeah, definitely. It was on after that.
Yo, you know, the FVR, as I said, I was one of the dumb people until you came to the show. If you didn't come to the show, I probably would still thought it was fur.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
good.
You know, when you started going into this, like really heavy bombing and shit like that, describe to me like the graph scene, the vibe of that time. Like what was really going on, like off the walls? What was going on?
Like when I really started like really feeling it, let me tell you. I'll break it down. Probably like around like 93. No, a little bit. Like a year before that. Probably like 2 years before that. Probably like 91. I met this dude named Weasel. WESLEL. GNS, Graffiti Nonstop. He used to rock with 2 Rage. At 7th grade, I met him. We walked in. He walked out. I was there early. I remember this vividly. I'm gonna give y'all a story. This is a little history. I'm sitting in 7th grade, homeroom. I have on this like I said, this like 91. I have on Damage. If y'all remember Damage and
Used. Sure indeed.
Clothing. I had on some Damage cut up jeans with some Filas, gray Filas on, and a gray Dickies hoodie. Right? Early, ready for school, early. About 10, 15 minutes later, another dude walks in. He has on the same Damaged jeans, the same Fila sneakers, and the same Dickies hoodie.
He jacking your shit.
And this is Weasel. And that's how and I got cool with this dude, you know what I'm saying? And he, you know what I'm saying? Like I tell you, he was cool with 2 Rage. He was already trying to do his thing in the streets and whatnot. You know, they had a little cool PTA part-time artist. So, I had a little style, I had a little flavor then. So, I started rocking with them. He teach me, he started showing me like, yo, this is where we gonna go get some paint. We gonna touch these walls. And it just went on from there. Then probably maybe 2 years later, I'm in high school now. I meet a couple of dudes in there. You have, let me see, Seals. You have Too Nice, BGS. Spec, Paul Kane, who don't know, fabulous brother. I used to sit right next to Paul Kane in my class.
Sport, Fab, Rope Sport.
Definitely Sport, BGS, Peace to BGS, Best Our Crew, you know what I'm saying? Doing their thing. I used to rock with these dudes. These is like some of the dudes that I met early that was kind of doing their thing. Going to Home Depot, racking, and all that, you know what I'm saying? And when I met Fuss, he introduced me to these dudes too. And once I started meeting up with these dudes, also another dude I'm gonna go also mention, Jugs. Flatbush. He had two cousins also as well. I'm gonna mention their names was Jigs and Too Much. Also doing thing
I see a couple of Too Much tags still.
And these were dudes that I used to be, you know, I'm chilling with on the regular, you know what I'm saying, going to school, bombing and shit like that. And even though I met going into like off a little bit, but Jugs, there's so many things that I want to talk about. But like for instance, Jugs, when I met him in high school and whatnot, he was from Flatbush, but originally at one time he moved to East New York. And at that time I was also staying out there. And he was like 2 blocks from me. So since we was going to school together, we came up with this plan. We said every morning we're gonna get up 2 hours before school. We're gonna bring out 2 to 3 cans of paint. And we're gonna touch the block. Every block, we're gonna walk to school. We're gonna take a different direction every time we go to school. And we're gonna touch every block, tags, fillings, whatever it is. And we just did our thing. And that was like some of my earlier experiences, you know.
That's crazy,
just
man.
Touching you a little bit.
That's crazy.
I could go on and on.
We need on the Vandal Hour. We need those stories on the Vandal Hour because we want to give people, you know, you could watch Videograph if you want to see somebody writing. You could watch State Your Name if you want to see somebody writing. But on the Vandal Hour, we hear about the mental, the social aspect, what was going on. We want to know everything outside of just writing. Right. You know what I mean? That let them other people focus on catching, seeing a person catch a tag. We want to know about what was your influences, how you felt about it, what makes you do, what makes people tick, and we need those stories. So the younger generation, cause I don't care about our age. Right. I care about the younger people coming up in this game and them having the right information. Our culture is full of lies and bullshit and bullshit stories. So we like to hear the truth from the person who lived it, and that's what the Vandal Hour was about. Okay. Right now, I mean, pardon self, you came up here with Pove and everybody, the GU members. How did you connect with the GU dudes?
It's probably like 96, 97. I was probably about 16, 17. And I used to rock with this dude named Shaq. He used to live around the corner from me. PGA. He used to also, matter of fact, go off the story a little bit, but Shaq also used to know a couple of other dudes that I know. Peace to these dudes too. You know, they was doing their thing back in the days. Joe, 21, and Jet, also Bo, K, Mike, KDS. These were dudes that was doing their thing back in the days, you know, early. You know, so, you know, Shaq was one of those dudes that I met early one day. And I'm going to tell you one day how I met Shaq first. One day I was chilling with one of my homeboys from high school. And we was chilling in the trap house, which they call it now. But back
it was the drug house back in the days.
I was in front of the crack house. I was catching a tag on the door and shit. And Shaq walked past and he saw me catching the tag. And then he walked up and introduced himself, and that's kind of how we clicked and shit. You know, so, you know, time went on, and then one day he was like, yo, you know Pove? And I'm like, nah, I don't know. I was young then too, so I still didn't know too much either then. So I was like, nah, I don't know him. So, he's like, yo, I'm gonna introduce you to him. So, one day introduced me to him, we linked up, we chilled, and it just went on from there. But Pove, I was like one of my huge, big influences too early in the game, because then I was just like catching tags and feelings and stuff like that. But Pove was already established thing, he was already doing this thing. So he started showing me like, yo, start doing straight letters and try to piece and stuff like that and do burners. So,
pardon himself, not to cut your wisdom. He's one of the only few dudes that I see who throw pieces up like his tags.
Definitely.
Like he throws it up like he could do that shit off the top of his head, like it's nothing, style, bomb, everything. Definitely. So like I understand where you're coming from.
So yeah, that kind of influenced me too, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I like kind of in my early stages too, I was kind of doing like the same thing as when I trying to do straight letters as my feelings and solid. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as another, mixed opinions on this person too, but Cope was another person too that I saw back in the days that was doing solid feelings. Wasn't that many people doing solid feelings back in the days either, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
A lot of people was doing dusty shit.
Dusty joints.
Shit's all crooked. Like even though some of my shit probably came out crooked too, but I was trying to make sure my shit was solid, as straight as possible. But shit happens, you still gotta watch out for the boys, you know what I'm saying? Shit might happen, police is right around the corner, so you gotta do quick, so shit might not come out as perfect as you want it to, but I always try to, you know what I'm saying? But when like I said, when I met Pove and shit, he started showing me, start doing these straight letters and stuff like that, and peace and stuff like that. I just went from there, and then he told me, yo, man, need somebody to, try to introduce the GU family, like the new generation at that time. So, that's when the Brooklyn chapter was created. And we have a couple of artists. Who's some of the artists, Brooklyn artists, that's a part of GU? Well, I have two right here, right now with me. I have Fresh here, Fresh 5. I have Gons over here. And, I have Fuss. You have Jugs. You have Theme. You have Ainge. You have Pigs that used to do his thing. He used to do his thing too. Cools, you know what I'm saying? J&R, Trickster, View. It was a lot. It was a lot back in the days, man. But you know what I'm saying? Shit slowed up a little bit. Everybody getting old, but it was a lot of us.
Let me ask you a question. What separated, like, in your opinion, when you think of like a Brooklyn writer versus any other borough? What separates a Brooklyn writer from in your opinion, from the other writers that's out there? Whether it be back in the days or now, what you feel is what separates Brooklyn from the other writers?
Well, man. Yeah, basically, you know what I'm saying? Our hood, man, was, word, man. Like, if you didn't know niggas, certain niggas in the hood, you couldn't come to me. I'm telling you.
That's a fact.
It was so serious. It's like, even if you was from that hood, you may not even could cross your street.
That's a. I'm not. Let me say
that. It might not even seem that serious.
It's real,
but it was really like that because I'm speaking on myself.
It still is.
Because when I went to school, my junior high school was 2 blocks from my house. And that second block, if you crossed that street, you had problems. And it was serious.
Let me just say this, man. I was in the East about 4 years ago. 4 years ago. So we're not talking about like 20 years ago. 4 years ago. I'm over by my cousin crib, Dumont and Jerome. I'm catching tags over there.
I'm talking maybe like 15, 20 years ago.
And and I was saying it's still wild. East New York.
It's still kind of like that little something, but
If you anybody ain't going over there.
yeah, you're right about that.
On a bombing tip, they ain't
Yeah,
coming over there like that. Everyone keep it on the Vandal hour. Hold on, cause if it's on the Vandal hour and we talk about Flav, right? On a bombing tip, they ain't coming out there.
I'm gonna be real. I be in the East, God. Let me just say this. I be in the East. I'll tell you, my family's over there. And I've been going there. My cousins live in Linden Plaza. So I spent a lot of years. You know what I mean? All my peoples is all those dudes. Them Linden Plaza dudes. Linden Projects. My peoples is out there too. The TSS niggas. The Fubs, the Pokers. That's my peoples. Yo.
Was neighbors actually.
So,
Fubs, I&I, all them dudes.
That's the peoples. That's the peoples. And let me just say, God, 4 years ago, niggas blew 10 shots at me while I was bombing in East New York. I'm not even exaggerating. They blew 10 chasing me. Let me just say this. Not, I'm in front of the building. Let me just let it flick. No. Oh, shit. Bang, bang, bang. And then run behind me. And so... If you ain't Jeps, if you ain't Joe 21, you ain't the Fresh 5, you ain't the what's my man?
Yo,
there's a few dudes.
GNS,
Can't
ASS,
forget Foot. And we can't
Foot for mayor.
Foot.
Brown, Foot, definitely Foot.
You in the heart of the East?
BME.
Just say Brown. Niggas be like, yo, who you know Foot? So you got
Yo, Foot is the homie. Foot is the homie. But I'm gonna say, there's only certain tags that you see out there.
Yeah, of course.
Know what I mean? Let me shout out Kunta. Cause Kunta, you be seeing a couple of them Kuntas going through the hood. You know what I mean?
Kunta, not for nothing, he's brought to the hood through us. For acceptance. He's not from our hood. He accepts.
But I'm just saying, this is, I can name the tags in both.
He said I give a bulletproof left dance and hug.
I can name the writers. I can name the I can name the East New York. I can name the East New York writers on two hands. Like I could like the people who bombs out there. Right. You can name in two hands. The pores.
Right.
You know what I mean? So is it?
But Bronzeville, East New York is a big separation too.
True.
It's the bridge that separates us.
Right.
After the L line.
That's why I said they're neighbors. They're neighbors.
We're 3-line, 4-line territory, A and C line territory. So our extensions of the hood is different from everybody.
Yo, pass it the mic. Pass the guard the mic. You just move it.
In the East, we're surrounded. In the Village, you got Bloods and Crips. In the East, you got Crips or Bloods. There's no separation. But the boulevards change us. But when you go to the Bronzeville line, you got the L that divides us in the 3-line. Flav, make no mistakes, is the king of the 3 and the 2 line. 2 hits, Franklin Avenue. But Franklin Avenue, boom, that's Flav. From fucking Broadway Junction to the east, Van Sickle Liberty, that's Flav. That's his hood. Like, we're the bastards of Flav. You understand?
He always said, they say that. Shout out to my man, Gorilla Gaunt. I'm going to say this. We got a lot of things we working on together. Yeah. He is part of the Vandal family. So I respect his opinion.
We wouldn't be here through Flav. Because I remember me being a lookout for Flav. And me being memorized by Flav doing a fucking masterpiece on a wall instead of a throwaway. He's yelling at me. I'm a 10-year-old nigga. I used to go pick him up from Gershwin, from 149 on Sutter Avenue. And he's yelling at me, why you not looking out for me? And I'm like, you can't get arrested for this nigga. He blacking out on me. Like, molding me to the game. Little did he know, he had a whole bunch of people to, even where he was to stop now, he'll have a legacy. Like, there's niggas that Fewer, Foot, all these niggas that can stop doing crap, but we all come from that umbrella.
Real quick.
Like GU is Graffiti Unlimited, but we NBO. We niggas born
out of
original.
space, nigga.
We here.
Yo, real quick, Flav, man, because our time is getting short. Let me just ask you a question, man. How do you feel about the state of graph in 2018?
Nah.
Hold it, guard.
Well, like, it kind of slowed up a little bit, but I see there is a lot of new dudes coming out, or I don't know if they new to me, because there's some dudes I'm just learning and not seeing as they're doing anything. So it's look like it's starting to come back. It's just like the rap game, you know. It's slow up for a little bit, but then you got somebody that's some new body that's in the crib. That's like mastering and cooking up. They looking at the old school videos. They looking at the old school graph. They looking at the new school graph. They seeing like, yo, what can I put together? What can I master to make people like, you know what? This is the dude right here. I'm gonna be that dude. So there's a few of those dudes that's out there that I see that might have that potential. So that's good. That's gonna carry the torch and keep it going on. So, you know. It's good. It's
Yo,
good.
Matt, can I ask the guard Matt? I want to ask the guard Matt a question because he's here, man. And you know, I don't want it, no real deep shit. How you feel about what's going on, artistic wise, in these days? How you feel about the art scene right now? How you feeling about the art? Because you just had a show with the brother EK recently, and from when the pictures I seen, ridiculous, crazy. You know what I mean? How you feel about the state of art in 2018? Your opinion. I just want to get you on mic, man.
It's cool. It's cool. We popping right now though. I really don't care about nothing else.
How was the show?
Oh, it was amazing, pretty much. Yeah. It was 3 installations. We had an opening performance. That was amazing.
Clothing.
Yeah, some
not
merch.
ready yet.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm like, yeah,
They're
I'm
not
like,
ready yet.
yeah, I'm in 2020 right now. So I'm just, you know what I mean. Just when it comes to art right now, I just think that it's about support and just keeping that ball rolling.
Well, part of stuff. I don't want to cut your wisdom. I just want to real quick. I seen pictures of your shit.
Yeah.
It was like a room.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, real quick. Tell us a little bit
We
about that.
wanted to make the installation part merchandise and part artistic. It was a whole bunch of just good stuff put together, and I wanted you to have an idea of just coming into my home. So I put my bed in there and all that. I had a live performance, a dancer, soundtrack made by myself. But we did 3. So we did a snack and paint with the kids for another installment. So we had, you know what I mean? And yo,
Do you have anything coming up? Do you have anything coming
up?
up?
About to put shows for kids together too. So if you trying to get on that wave, holla at us, cause I'm putting together a few shows where we can show our next generation, like Flav showed me, cause this my big bro. Like we said, we the bastards of Flav, but now it's time for us to do it, and me being transitioning, cause you know I do write Fresh 5. I don't care, whatever. You see the face now.
You transitioned already, God. So you know.
But I want to show the next generation how we can manifest and get some funds, and be financially stable off of our creativity.
Where can they find you at on social media?
Almighty_math, man. You already know.
I so appreciate you for coming. Yo, we're gonna have the God on the show. He's family, deep brother. I see his arts and rhymes joint. If you ever got to see the arts and rhymes joint, very deep content. In that
shameless plug. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you
Go,
off.
God, come on.
Yo, the next show is at the Queens Museum. I'm doing an installation of Full On Peace, February 10th. All black, 300 deep. No, do not come if you do not wear black. We want you all black, 300 deep. We pulling up the Queens Museum. Like I said, I've transitioned. You know what I mean? I'm still here supporting what we're doing, but I just want to show us that we can also be in these museums now, because that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? This is part 2 of what we, Sunrise Kingdom is coming up real soon, February 10th. Shameless plug, but I appreciate you for giving me a little platform.
Yo, God, God, you already know. And let me say this: me and God relationship is a deep one. We go head to head. Let me say this: we go head to head, and that's still my man. $100,000. Yo, Flav, yeah. I appreciate you for coming through the Vandal. Is anybody you want to give a shout out to?
First off, peace to the gods. you know, Almighty, Jesus Christ. You know, shout out to my girl, Nikki. Gotta do that, because
Got to.
I might not be able to sleep tonight. But but definitely to all the graph writers, my fam, Fuss, Theme, Too Much, Jigs, Lawrence, Home, Star, 2, SG, Osei, the whole GU crew, everybody from Long Island, Staten Island, Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, everybody out there doing their thing, all states, all boroughs. We going all city.
What's Brown?
And let y'all definitely know I'm NBO originally. I kind of switched it up in this next bomb out of space.
Baby.
So definitely shout out to all the planets out there, all the aliens out there, all the twins. I love y'all. Peace.
Peace. Yo, we're going to take a short music break with DJ Quest. And when we come back, we got Skywalker Dutch. Ain't nothing changed. I run this shit. We here. We popping. The Vandal Hour live on DTF Radio. Shout out to Mav, Gons. And we're going to come back with Skywalker Dutch. Hey, yo, Quest, do what you do. Yeah. Yeah, we back like cook crack, man. We back like cook crack. It's mathematics. I got my man Mr. 13 over there. DJ Quest in the motherfucking building. We got the Vandal Hour Guard cover COD in the motherfucking building. And now I want to introduce to y'all. This guy is doing a lot of dope music. He's working with cover COD. He dropped an instrumental joint, dropped a personal joint. He's representing. He killed our Karma Lounge stage.
Oh man, you know everything.
You already know. So it is my pleasure and the Vandal Hour's pleasure to introduce to you Skywalker Dutch.
That's a fact.
Yo, I'm sorry that we moving and grooving and speed pacing. I'm glad you're here though.
That's how we work though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is what it is.
Sometimes, we want to give the best show. We have 3 dope people on the show. That's 3 different audiences tuning in. You know what I mean? So we like to have a full show with dope artists. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And
you
killed
aspects.
And you killed Karma Lounge.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So it's only right that you here.
Absolutely.
And when Cover give me the word, where Cover at?
Cover right here.
When Cover gives me the word that someone should be on, I listen to the guard. So we here and we want to build with you. You got a lot of big things happening recently, man.
Do I?
Yo.
That's what we hear. That's what we hear.
Oh, that's the first time I heard him talk. This is amazing.
Nah. This man right here, I guess that was like he really wanted to control that interview. It was
right.
it would seem like it was more of a personal interview for him.
Right, okay.
So we let him rock that.
I get it.
Yeah, when it comes to graph,
yeah, that's you.
I can do it off the top of my head. Yeah. So now my man is into like the music thing. Okay. He likes to listen to dope music. And what's funny is when I mentioned that you was going to be on his show, he actually named your affiliates. So that means we paying attention.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He knew.
That.
Who was the person you named?
The man standing back there.
That's crazy. So
Splash Mag.
So shout out to Splash Mag is in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? If you don't know, he got all the bitches in his motherfucking pages.
That's a fact, baby.
Shout out to my mans up north who's probably killing themselves looking at the Splash magazine. Right. You know what I mean? If Facts on Wax was here, he probably say some crazy shit. So you already know what it is, man. We got Splash in the building. We got Skywalker Dutch. Yo, man, talk to us about these projects you dropped recently, man. What you got going on?
I mean, yeah, well, like you said, most recently we dropped the Envy album that dropped on the 19th, and before that we dropped the instrumental album under Penalty Entertainment. So we just grooving, like you said earlier.
Facts.
And just trying to put the record in everybody's hands, all the A&Rs, all the DJs, play it in all the clubs, all the blogs, everywhere. So we just moving and shaking. We want to show Penalty, you know what I'm saying? They getting their bang for the buck. You feel me?
Gotcha. Now you say you dropped the project where you're rapping.
Yeah.
And then you dropped the project where you did the production.
Yep.
How did you first come about? Were you first originally a rapper or a producer?
Honestly, I was always a rapper. You know, well, per se, an artist. I call myself an artist more than a rapper. But
Gotcha.
yeah, it pretty much started as me as an artist. And then what it is I pretty much just got tired of going to like the studio. I wanted to, you know, do it myself. And I was already intrigued by the aspect with recording. I thought it was amazing, you know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Shock, DJ Shock. I don't know if y'all know him. He produced a lot of songs for DMX. He produced a lot of songs for Eve, Big Pun, you know, Busta Rhymes. I mean, the list goes on, but he pretty much took me under his wing, and I pretty much learned everything engineering-wise because of him, so, you know.
Yo, with this Penalty thing, for the people that don't know, Penalty Records is where Capone and Noriega was originally part of, if I'm not mistaken. They signed it. So Penalty Records ain't no little shit. It's for the person who's elevating in their platforms. That is a big deal. How was that? How did that situation come together?
Well, big shout out to my manager Giolani Gang, because he pretty much put that together with the homie Mazer. And, you know, they just put that whole package together for me and they shopped it. And, I mean, that's where we are today. I mean, it took time. It wasn't overnight, you know what I'm saying? It took a couple months of just going back and forth and making sure everything was right the way we wanted it to be. And that was it, you know what I'm saying?
The music that was on there, have you produced for any, pardon stuff, I transition from that. Since you're a producer, who are some of the people that you produced for?
Wow. Well, obviously, I was under Bloodline for a while back in the day. That was DMX. You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much recorded everybody that was on that label, Bloodline, from Big Jinx to Cashmere to Big Stan. I also produced for the Locks. Obviously, I'm from Yonkers, so it's only right. French Montana. A couple other people, you know what I'm saying? Can't remember off the top of my head, but you know, you want to hear big names. So
shout out to Yonkers, man, because
legends.
Yo, one of the dudes that's one of my people's out of Yonkers, man. Oh man, I'm so Large Amount.
Large Amount is the homie.
Yo, shout out to Large Amount.
I produced for Large too. Sorry, Large.
That's the people's. He been up to the Vandal Hour. He performed at some of our showcases. That's my man.
Good dude, yo.
Shout out to Large Amount. I think on DTF Radio YouTube page, we have one of his videos. We uploaded to the page, so you can check out Large Amount. He's definitely D Block affiliate.
That's a fact.
And he got some fire, man.
That's a fact.
Yo, with this, you know, signing a deal is major for a lot of people, because most people don't get to that stage.
Yeah.
It is a process.
Lottery.
It's a process. It's like almost becoming a basketball player. Very few get to reach that plateau.
That's a fact.
The work that you put in to get to that.
Gosh.
What was the grind like? Like
Beautiful.
Showcases? Was you doing showcases and stuff like that?
Everything you could think of, you know, from showcases, the recording in studio. Well, you can't even really call them studios, more like just homes.
Cribs.
That's a fact, basically. In the bathroom, you know, things like that. So, I mean, just the whole grind, you know, I think people actually forget things like that. They think they could just make a song today and tomorrow it's going to be on the radio, or tomorrow it's just going to be a hit record, and it just don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? I come from a different background of what's happening now, but I'm appreciative of coming from that background, because then I get to appreciate what's happening now as well. You feel me? So,
now you said that you was a part of Bloodline Records, which is back, you know, considerable amount of time ago. What's the biggest difference from then to now in the music, you think?
The biggest difference, social media.
That's a major.
Yeah, I think that's the platform that we have now is just amazing, and anybody that isn't using it is a fool. You feel me? No matter what you're doing in the entertainment industry, that's something you really should be utilizing, and that's something we really didn't get to have then. You feel me? I mean, doing a track with somebody else, you literally had to send a CD or a DAT tape somewhere to wherever, and then you get it back, 2 weeks later maybe?
If you get it back.
If you get it back, you feel me? So, you know, the process now is way more easier, just linking with people. On that note, shout out to my homie High Notes. He got a song on Carolina, which is an amazing song. It's getting a lot of great reactions from that. And he's from Europe, so go figure. I mean, trying to do a song with somebody from Europe back then, like, again, you would have been waiting.
These days, a lot of rappers, I call them the SoundCloud rappers.
That's a fact.
The reason why I say that is SoundCloud need to start a label because
For that.
because it seems
SoundCloud, you heard it first. We want dibs on that if y'all start doing that. We want
because it's almost like they put out music that you never get to hear, but it's music there though.
That's a fact.
You know, so what separates you from these SoundCloud rappers, man?
Well, first of all, for the most part, we really don't even put anything on SoundCloud. Everything I've pretty much done, we always put it on a major platform, you know, like iTunes, Spotify, your iHearts and stuff like that. But I don't listen to the radio, so I couldn't really be compared to any of them. I don't sound like none of them. I don't know what they sound like. I don't even know what goes on SoundCloud. You know what I'm saying? Other than the fact that whatever my team tells me, but I don't know, like, you know. I'm me.
Yo, I be hearing some dudes be like, "Yo, I'm number one on SoundCloud." I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, number one to nothing is nothing."
That's a fact. I mean, listen, you gotta feel like that too, because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm number one too in my eyes and my heart. I just gotta carry myself like that, because when you walk into these places, you gotta understand there's other people doing the same thing just like you trying to do. So you gotta carry yourself a certain way. If you're not talking the talk and walking the walk, then you're gonna get eaten by the sharks, and I'm a shark. So
Are you from the BX?
nah, I'm from Yonkers.
See, I'm glad. Oh, you said that too. I'm glad I didn't say that too.
Yeah.
I was going to put in your introduction BX. I'm glad I didn't do
you
that.
didn't do that. You didn't
So
do
how
that.
did you and Cover connect? Because I know he's a BX
My
BX
homie
dude.
Giovanni Grands, man, he's putting the pieces together.
Okay.
Yo. You know what I'm saying?
The guard over there.
Yeah, I got
yeah.
to shoot him for Felon magazine.
Hey,
The same issue that I was in, actually. Big shout out to myself.
that's a
guess-
fact.
I'm in that
gotta-
same issue.
We gotta talk about making the hooker for the next issue.
Yeah,
coming
let's
out,
get it.
you
I'm
know
with
what I
it.
mean?
Whatever, man. I'm
Definitely.
with whatever.
So what you and Cover got going on, man? Because he
Right,
speaks highly of you.
Yeah, you know, Cover's really been behind the whole situation. I'm not even going front from the minute I met him. Like he's been A1 with it. He's got a cut on the album too. You know what I'm saying? And it's called Deja Vu. And I'm not gonna lie, that by far is getting like the biggest response besides the Distant song, but. Everybody's loving that Deja Vu song that he produced on there. I wish he produced more on the album, but we already talked about that earlier.
So should we be expecting some visuals coming behind that?
Absolutely. We have the treatment for Deja Vu. We got the treatment for a couple of the songs on there, but you know, not for none, we kind of had to just chill for a little while with the video because we didn't know what was happening with the album. There was a lot of things like, you know, that was the album we were shopping a penalty, and we didn't want to shoot nothing yet, you know, because not for none, not to bring it up, but that kind of happened with the Cardi record. Like, you know, we had a record that was out called Cardi, and it was on Hot 97. We was getting a lot of dope reviews on that. We shot a video to it, and we had to pull the video down because, you know, Penalty Entertainment picked up my project. So anything that had to do with that project, we had to take down. So we didn't want to go into any videos or nothing, and then we had to do the same thing. But now that we got the green light, it's over.
Yeah, that's crazy. A lot of people don't be knowing the music business is a business.
Oh, that's a fact.
So people be like, yo, why you didn't put the video out? Not knowing that you want some type of like contractual shit.
Yeah.
Like my man, when he did the when he did Felon magazine, he had some exclusive shit.
Yeah.
That until they got green lighted, I didn't even get to see.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? So
It
like,
happens.
people, please learn your business when it comes to this business, man. People be rhyming and shit and don't know nothing about no contracts and stuff like
Buying
that.
the type beats online and all of that. Like,
Let me ask you a question. You know, if you could pick a genre of hip hop that your sound connects with, what's the closest?
it's not gonna work.
None.
It's not gonna work. I
Yo.
couldn't even tell you.
This is what we're gonna do, man, because we late, but I'm gonna make sure Quest. Can we end or like can you play at least 2 songs when we close out? I want to make sure we have your songs closing out.
You know, not for nothing, I would like the fans to see if they could put me in a genre. So, you know, some of the people that tune into your show, I mean, hit them up. Let them know what you think I could be categorized in, because for me, I don't see it. I just see me creating music, and that's it.
This is what we're gonna do. I don't want to cut your words. My bad. This is what we're gonna do, man. I'm gonna go to your page and snatch something off, and even when I advertise that you was on the show, I'm gonna have some of your music be like a representative of you. Cause this week, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This week was a very busy week for the past like 7 days. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's a good
I
thing.
haven't slept.
That's good.
We had one event. We had from last Friday, we had our grand opening. So this week, I didn't get into the groove of promotion and marketing into the middle of the week.
Right.
So I apologize for not really splashing that you was going to be on the show.
Listen, it happens. I already know. You know, you mentioned sleep. I haven't slept in 4 days. Giolani hasn't slept in 2. You feel me? I mean, we just been pushing the album at the end of the day, like just doing what we got to do. So I know what it is not to sleep.
But I'm going to say this, though. We upload all our videos. I'm going to make sure that this shit is up in a couple of days. We're going to, my DJ got your music. We will be playing your music. And we have other shows. What should we be expecting from Skywalker Dutch in 2018?
A lot. I mean, to be honest, like I said, the Envy album is out now on all the media platforms. Obviously, we're going to be pushing that for about 2 or 3 months. To be honest with you, I got like 4 or 5 albums in the stash already, ready to go. Like, and you know, they all different, but they all dope records. We also working on the videos. Obviously, I'm working with other artists right now. You know, we working with Hazel Lux as well. Me and Cover got some things we got to work on. My homie AD is writing the script. That's my videographer. He shoots the videos. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna get a lot of things. We got the magazine that comes out every month, and y'all gonna see it's gonna get better and better. The shit is popping now at the end of the day, but you know, it's just everything is growth.
Now,
You know?
I know you got the deal with Penalty, but you're also with Guala Music Group.
That's a fact.
How did your relationship start with Giolani?
You know, normally Gio tells that story, but I guess I'm gonna tell it today. You know, at the end of the day, me and Giolani are both from Yonkers, New York. We didn't know we were both from the same town. And from the producer that I was working with and the producer he was working with, his name is High Notes, the kid I was talking about earlier, which is from Europe. He worked with Giolani Grands on some projects as well. And you know, for the most part, Gio thought I was from Europe. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, he thought I was from Europe. The whole, like, how long, G? Couple months, right? Couple months.
That's
you know?
crazy.
Yeah, and one day I had posted something online about YO. And he was like, yo, where you from? And I'm like, I'm from Yonkers. He's like, yo, get out of here. Where at? And I'm not going to give you the name of my block, but, you know, he like, yo, I'm like right down the block from there. That's crazy. I grew up down the block. I'm like, yo, get out of here. He thought I was from Europe. But from then on, like, it's just been inseparable, man. And like I said, I owe a lot to him because he's been putting all the pieces together. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, the name Skywalker Dutch. Are you a fan of Star Wars?
Yo, funny story. Now, yeah. Before, when I had the name, no. I mean, to be honest with you, everybody call me Skywalker because I smoke lots of weed.
That is one of my favorite strains, too, Skywalker.
That's a fact. Definitely one of the best, you know what I'm saying, besides that Jesus, but we're not going to get into that, you know what I'm saying? But
Wait, time out. See, we got to pause the music for a second.
Yeah.
See, here on the Vandal Hour, we are 420 friendly.
I understand.
So let me just say this. When someone mentions a strain that I don't know, we got to put some emphasis on that.
All right.
You just said the strain was named what?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Smells like cheese doodles. It's the best thing I ever had besides the Skywalker.
Yo, so for all the Vandal Hour people that's watching right now, we like to keep y'all informed on the new strains that's popping in NYC.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, Jesus is one. Wait, time out. I'm going to name another one for you. If you don't know, Double Dutch is another strand that's ridiculous. And if you don't know about Do-Si-Do, Do-Si-Do. Yo, one of the best strains I smoked last year is called Do-Si-Do. Check it out. If y'all got a good weed connect, you know what I mean? Ask them, can you get some of that Jesus? Some of that Do-Si-Do and that Double Dutch. Remember what I'm saying? But yeah, Jesus, man, that's crazy. You know, we like to have MCs flow and shit like that.
Yeah.
We had Cassius on, but Cassius is an artist, so we didn't really go with him on that one.
Yeah.
But I know you spit bars.
Nah, we're not gonna do that either.
You don't want to spit no bars?
I'm like.
So
Cassius.
can we preview a song live while we're talking? Can we put a Skywalker Dutch song on while we're talking? Real quick, I want to hear the first verse.
Swear on my life that I've been it before. Count these bands, running through lights, got my foot on the floor.
It's the Vandal album.
Swear on my life that I've been it before. Count these bands, running through lights, got my foot on the floor.
You watching the Vandal album, baby?
Swear on my life that I've been it before. Swear on my life that I've been it before. Count these bands, running through lights, got my foot on the floor. She wanna dip in a nigga bag, be the queen of the South Lord. Riding some things with the top down. Hair in the wind cause she popped off. Oh damn, she is so hip to the lore. In life with the movies we scoring. Whoa, calendar girl, I be all in the slow, but she cleans with the notion. Yeah, 40 bands on her wrist clean, that's a bet that it's frozen. Whoa, 100 bands on his chest cold, but he loves with a portion. Pray to the stones on my rosary, word to my life, feel it calling me. Sinning, I get it like totally. Lifestyle I got him is haunting me. Still I step out of my bloody reds. Laces be out on my Louis trends, and she just be into herself. Look what she did for the wealth. Whoa, keeping away on that bra fall. Ask if I care cause the price lost. I was getting low on that highway, swerving through lanes with the lights off.
Yo, that was crazy.
I know.
That was crazy, man. That was wavy. We're gonna close out with that one, man. We definitely gonna close the show with that. Yo, man, do you have any shout outs, any that you want to give?
Yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to the whole Guala entertainment group. Shout out to Penalty Entertainment for giving me that chance. The homie Mazer. Shout out to my manager Giolani Grands. You know what I'm saying? My homie AD on the camera all the time, cover. My homie your boy Thrill, Hazel Lux. Everybody on my team, everybody that's pushing for us, everybody that's downloading the album. I definitely appreciate y'all. I know y'all been waiting for the album for like a year. You know what I'm saying? So it's out. And go cop that, man. Support just like I support y'all. Appreciate y'all.
I've been seeing when somebody buys the album, you've been posting it.
Yeah,
I like that.
Dog, I got so many of them right now, so we gonna pan them out. I'm not gonna post up 1,000 of those, so we just gonna do them in increments. Another thing, all the videos too. Whoever's shooting the videos while they in the car, send that to us. We gonna post that, man. I appreciate everything.
Where can they find you out on social media?
On social media, you could hit me up on Instagram as Skywalker Dutch. You could go on Twitter as Skywalker Dutch, and my Facebook is private.
Well, let me just say this. Mine, everything is private except for the Vandal Hour. I appreciate you for coming to the show.
I appreciate you.
Yo, we got a lot of things going on between me and you. We have another show on Wednesdays called Respect the DJ. We're gonna be bringing cover in on different things, and we got. I don't want to go into the bags, a couple of secrets, but let me just say this: Cover COD will be behind a mic. Pause. And he will be delivering to y'all something special. I don't want to go into nothing. I don't want to give away nothing. But Cover COD will have something going on very soon where it's going to be something with production and producers and stuff like that. Hopefully we'll have bitches too.
It's getting crazy.
You didn't hear me say that. Bitches. So shout out to Cover COD, Splash Magazine. Shout out to, what's your cameraman name? AD. Quest, DJ Quest, who held me down. With Swift not being here, that's the DJ for Respected DJ. I got my man, my partner, since we was young kids writing graph, my man Mr. 13, aka I Can't Let You Know. Yo, great night, great energy. I appreciate everybody for coming. Make sure you check this episode out in a couple of days on the Vandal Hour website at www.thevandalhour.nyc. www.thevandalhour.nyc. Thank you to Flav GU for coming through. Thank you to the young Cassius for coming through. And especially thank you, Skywalker, for pulling up and giving us some info about what's going on in your industry life.
Yes, sir.
Yo, we're gonna end it on that. Hey yo, Quest, give me something to end this night, and it better be Skywalker Dutch, because anything else is uncivilized.